They keep trying to nerf the Owen gun, but I'm here to tell you it is probably still the best overall SMG in the game right now, and some of these stats I'm going to share with you guys might just blow your mind. Now, it's a little bit tricky to know which barrel and which ammo combination is best, so let's sort that out. Number one, chest shot TTK on true game data. The 60 round with no barrel has an insanely fast chest TTK of 0.463. However, as soon as we go over to combination TTK, which factors in extremities, headshots, all that, it's the same as everything else. And this build has a lot of recoil and is very slow shooting. It is going to feel very inconsistent. And overall, I really don't recommend this because as soon as you miss one chest shot, the TTK is not that good. Next, we can pretty much eliminate the Hawkinson rapid barrel, which is the light blue here. And that's because it has a slower TTK throughout than everything, and it has more recoil. So there's just no point in using it. So now down to our final three options, you'll see they all have basically the same close range TTK, but the purple, which is the shrouded barrel with the 7.62 72 round drums, ends up having the best long range TTK by far. And that's because one of the perks of this barrel is it eliminates the last damage range drop off. But this is the part where I blow your mind, because if we add hollow point to the shrouded barrel, which the shrouded barrel also increases the extremity damage, all of a sudden our TTK looks absolutely phenomenal, and it has a 1/10 of a second faster close range TTK and a better long range TTK than all the others. But now let's compare it to some of the other meta SMGs. So now our Owen gun build is here in orange. Sorry that the colors don't link up, but the orange, fastest TTK close range. Now it's neck and neck with a lot of these other ones. It does have a little bit faster of a damage range drop off, but at long range, number one TTK. But when we look at the damage per mag, or how much damage we can do before having to reload, this is where the Owen is honestly broken, and it actually has double the damage in a magazine compared to some of these others, because it has a 72 round drum and it's a semi slower shooting SMG. And lately, honestly, Rebirth Island has been very stacky. Teams are playing a lot more together, which is fine. I get it. It's a team game. And I've been finding with other SMGs, I'll get like the first 2 or 3 down and I can't get the last guy down, which is why the Owen is so important because of how much ammo it has. So this is the rest of my Owen build. We always go recoil booster because it directly increases the fire rate in TTK. Hand stop helps with recoil control. You could go polymer grip here if you want a little bit more recoil control, but I really didn't have any issues with this personally. So instead I use the fabric grip, which helps our aim down sight speed and sprint to fire times. The remove stock helps our mobility quite a bit. You could go acrobatic here for perk 1, which is going to help your mobility the most. However, I decided to go fleet, which helps movement and weapon swap speed, which is like having amped on. That way I can still run the combat scout perk 3. Quick helps our mobility also. And then personally, I just go with the slate reflector, although you can also go like Nidar model or the 2.5 custom slate and toggle to that top one and then bring the whole gun down. So normally this is the point of the video where I leave you guys with just a high kill gameplay. However, I'm going to do something a little bit differently here, and I think this will show off the Owen a little bit better and also help some of you guys learn to think about your decision making. And we're going to break down some 1v3 clips with the Owen. Now, one thing I want to point out before I get into these is I was actually running the wrong build and I didn't have hollow point on. I didn't realize that hollow point helped the TTK so much when I was running it the other day until I started looking at true game data. So just keep in mind that this would have been even better and even easier if I had the right build on. All right, guys, so I think this first clip is an excellent summary of 1v3ing stack teams, and the best advice for this that I can give is you need to get that opening down to somewhat even the playing field and get information off the minimap. So UAV up, whole team in there, which really worries me unless I get a pick. And I'm literally saying what I'm saying right now. So this guy leaves, I'm able to get him and kind of single him out. We're going to throwing knife him, and look how when I throwing knife him, immediately my eyes look left to the minimap and their teammates are right behind me. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use a little bit of movement, and I'm going to slide right at this guy to somewhat break his camera and allow me to win this gunfight. So I'm going to get him, and the third is still right there, and I've got to get away. I'm trying to play it up. When I peek this corner, hello, here's a third guy. I am still pretty weak, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go around to the right side, allowing me to get one more plate off, and then we're going to end up re-challenging this at the same time, and guess what? I hit my shots, he doesn't. Get out of here. There you go. Get out of here. Probably dead here. Get out of here. Get out of here. So this next clip is over at Chemical, and I had adjusted the communications tower prior to this, which is, basically like a mini UAV. And I know that there's an entire team down below me, and I'm going to end up peeking this window, and we're going to find that one guy is down here kind of by himself. And this is kind of my chance to get that opening kind of free down. So we get this guy, we're going to get the throwing knife, and bam. Eyes, immediately mini map, and I've got 2 people above me. It's hard to tell, but there is an up arrow pointing here indicating he's above me. So I'm gonna immediately look and see if they're gonna push me from one of these upper windows. And this guy, you might have just missed him, but he just dropped down right here. So what I'm gonna end up doing here is I'm gonna hug this wall to my left. I'm gonna end up just pre-aiming the top of these stairs, which is where he has to go. He's gonna walk in right into my fire. Now I do miss my throwing knife. It's okay though, we're gonna get plated back up in case the third one pushes me. When I come around the corner, I am immediately looking up because I knew he was somewhere up here based off the previous UAV, and there he is dropping down. And this is simply hit your shots, win your gunfights. No. So next we are over here at prison, and I'm gonna end up hearing some shots above me, and I'm gonna end up pushing up here, and we're just gonna kind of play this slow because I'm hearing a lot of noise. And this guy's gonna rock right in front of me. Easy kill. We're gonna go get my finish, and bam, we're gonna look minimap here. So what it's gonna show is this guy, there's an up arrow here pointing up, and then this guy is a solid arrow, although he technically ends up being just above me. He's down the hall here to my right. We're gonna come up here and bam, I'm in a bad spot actually because this dude is pre-aiming me. So my goal is I have got to get to cover. So I'm gonna try to get this doorway immediately. And what ends up happening is the teammate actually is coming around and thankfully was looking left, and I'm able to get the cover. I'm weak. I thought I was dead. Grab some plates really quick. We're gonna get in here and just try to play it up here. I'm gonna play this slowly and I'm just gonna see, are they pushing me? And I'm hearing noises, I'm not sure. We're gonna slide cancel out. They're not there, but actually as I turned around, he was there. We're gonna kind of just keep repositioning, keep checking each corner, and then bam, here's one, and then here's the other one. So thankfully one is looking away. This other guy is right at me. He's gonna drop shot me. He's gonna get some shots on me, but I win my gunfight. Now, this guy ends up coming and he's gonna end up kind of settling right in this middle room here, which gives me a time to plate up. And he's just gonna kind of sit here, and I think he was trying to plate up and get situated. I'm gonna play this slow, and I'm gonna just barely see his hand right here. And when I shoot him, his whole body highlights things of Combat Scout, which freaking love that perk, by the way. And I'm gonna slide in. He's gonna miss all of his shots. Now, I end up hearing footsteps. I'm not sure how well you guys can hear this, but there are footsteps to my right. And this should have been a team wipe. And so I'm gonna reload because I was down to just 16 bullets. Once I reload, I'm gonna throw a knife, and nothing pinged on the minimap. So I'm gonna go ahead and aggressively slide cancel challenge out. Here's a guy, hit some jumps on him. We're gonna end up getting him. Now his teammate ended up kind of sandwiching me here, and I end up just escaping and getting out of this, but the clip does end up ending here. Ah! I'm dead.
Remain. Solid work so far. Located us.
So one last clip to end on here, and this one is all about just being patient, and this can lead to some really easy team wipes, honestly, if you play it right. So we're back at Chem. I'm gonna come in here, and as I come around the corner, I'm gonna catch this guy who's just to the left side of this big pole thing, and I'm assuming that he saw me as well. Now, the simple, obvious play would be just to challenge him right here. However, we're gonna go to the right side. You're gonna see he is still looking to the left, which ends up being relatively easy. He ends up missing all of his shots. Bam, eyes go minimap. We're gonna see 2 guys on my level, and this guy to the left is gonna end up pushing in. We're gonna reposition to the left. Now I think this guy was going for his loadout or something because they have the loadout down, and he just had a shotgun, ends up being an easy kill. Now the third guy, if we look at the minimap, he's coming closer and he's gonna push in. Simple pre-aim. He actually had an RPG there. Thank goodness he didn't shoot it. And since I got him weak, now's my time to go out and push, and it ends up being a super easy team wipe, and still all within 1 mag with a little bit to spare. Oh, somebody's here. I mean, you can't be that predictable, man. Come on. So in summary, some of the points I want you guys to remember is number one, try to get that opening clip and kind of somewhat even the playing field, get information off your minimap and make sure we are constantly utilizing our minimap throughout the gunfights. Number two, play patient, especially like in that last clip. You don't have to full send everything. Think about more staying alive instead of going for the absolutely insane 1v3 clip all at once. And then lastly, use your movement and hit your shot. Sometimes that is simply what it comes down to. So guys, please let me know in the comments what you thought about this style video. It's a lot different. Hopefully you found all the information about the Owen stats and whatnot helpful, but I'm very curious to hear your feedback on the actual clip breakdown portion. So otherwise guys, if you're new here, if you like this, maybe hit that subscribe button, come say hello on a live stream here on YouTube. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the video and have a wonderful rest of your day.